Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Albert Alvarado. Welcome to another session in our ongoing review of the Aircraft Maintenance Manual, AMM, focusing today on the Airbus A320. As always, we are accompanied by our Essential Scale model, which will help us to visualize the system in this discussion. In this presentation, I will be addressing the concept of maintenance tasks. These are defined procedures or operations that are carried out on an aircraft in accordance with the detailed guidelines provided in the AMM, Aircraft Maintenance Manual. These tasks are crucial to ensure the safety, reliability, and airworthiness of the aircraft. Today's focus is on task number 32, 31, 00, 70 to 0005. The functional test of the main landing gear safety valve solenoid. Well, in the index we have first warnings, reasons for the job, like point 3, job setup information. We have, in this case, fixture, tools, test, and support equipment. We have also job setup, safety precaution, get access, aircraft maintenance configuration, flight configuration precautions, open safety and tag circuit breakers, reference information, and finally, procedures and close-up. To begin, let's take a closer look at the main landing gear safety valve solenoid. As you can see, this is an electrical actuated two-position valve designed to isolate the green hydraulic circuit from the landing gear system. Its main purpose to ensure hydraulic isolation for safety during ground operations or when maintenance is being performed on the gear system. Understanding the function and location of these components is essential prior to performing any maintenance actions or test procedures. Now that we identified and understood the component, we can move forward with the test procedure specified in the AMM. But before we proceed, it's critical to review the safety precautions and warnings. The first warning tells about put the safety devices and the warning notice in position before you start a task on or near the flight controls. On, like on or near the flight controls, the flight control surface, the landing gear, and the related doors and components that move. The next warning says you must make sure that the ground safety locks are in position on the landing gear. But what is a ground safety lock? These are ground safety locks. Two types of ground safety locks and are equipment of security of the main landing gear. Yeah, as you can see in this picture I have in my hands. Well, another point is the job setup information. I told you about the tools, configurations, equipment, and another equipment to do the task, like circuit breakers, the electrical cables, resistors, 5.6 ohms, a voltmeter, the 1.5 volts DC power supply, a multimeter standard, safety barriers, one warning notice, one sleeve, ground locks. Also, in the presentation, as you can see, I have pictures about the resistors, multimeters, circuit breakers, warning notice, and all the tools and equipment we need to do this task. Uh, Always ensure that all test equipment and measurement tools are approved, functional, and properly calibrated in accordance with the guideline established by the competent aviation authority or regulator body. Before starting with our task, we must refer to other tasks that need to be completed beforehand in sequential manner. Yeah, we have job setup information, reference information. Well, in this reference information, we must do these tasks before our essential or principal task, like this. De-energize the aircraft electrical circuit supplied from the external power. These are a task in, in the ATA or chapter 24. ATA 24 is electrical power, and the task is 4100862002. So the AMM reference uh, subtasks, like subtasks or essential tasks we need we must do before our task. Like that, installation of the safety devices on the landing gears, flight configuration precautions with electrical power, ground configuration after flight, open the main gear doors for access, close the main gear doors after access. Well, the next presentation is about, take me, the job setup safety precautions. Well, the job setup safety precautions. First, we must put the safety barriers in position. Is like number two, make sure that the ground safety locks are on the landing gear. Is the task 320000481001. Number three, make sure that the landing gear control level is in the down position and put a warning notice. Like point four, put a warning notice on the flap slat control lever to tell person do not operate the flaps slats system. Continue. We're talking about get access. One, we must open the main landing gear doors. Like, and the AMM give us the subtask 32, 31, 00, 010, 074. Number two, install the sleeve ground lock. No, this is we talk about sleeve, the sleeve ground lock on the main landing gear doors. Is the task 32, 12, 00, 010, 001. Uh, Another aircraft maintenance configuration. Make sure that the green hydraulic system is despressurized. About flight configuration precautions. If the electrical power is not necessary for another maintenance task, de-energize the aircraft electrical circuits. If the electrical power is necessary, do the precautions for flight configurations. And the give us the reference tasks that we can see and we must do before our task principal task. Well, it was a pleasure to talk to you about this task. Now I will hand over to my fellow presenter Tristan Merlovino, who will explain about the procedure of this task.
Yeah. How are you, Professor Hat and companies? Good morning. My person is Tristan. Yes. continuing with this presentation, explain the procedure to the follow-up for this text. Yes, after still will be followed. Yes, the procedure. Yeah. Yes, reference figure 509 task dear the 2 dear the 1 0 0 991 0 0 16 substack. Yes, the there the 2 there the 1 0 0 720 0 6 66. Yes, a functional test of the MLG safety valve solenoid. After Steve Wills be followed. First steps, yes. Number one, disconnect the electrical connector from the MLG safety valve solenoid. Yes. Number two, ensemble the test equipment that's followed in shown in the circuit diagram. Circuit diagram. Yes, the 1.5 voltage DC power supply plus or minus 1% corrected the output, the voltmeter plus or minus 1% corrected the output. Yes, the resistor 5.6 ohms plus or minus 1% correct the output 0 and 25 one more. Yes, the electrical cables. Yes, diode, coil, solenoid, multimeter, yes, y power source. Yes, cable. Number 3, connect the 1.5 voltage DC power supply to the solenoid electrical connector. Connect the positive electrical cable to connector B. Yes, pin B positive. In a negative electrical cable to connector pin A. Yes, pin A. Yep. Positive pin B, negative pin A. Yes. Measure the voltage drop across the resistor. The resistor and use the multimeter standard to measure the resistance of the solenoid. Yes, and resistance the on call solenoid and resistor. Yes. Number 5. Make sure the measure valves are bit with the limits given in the table 001. Cable polarity: pin A negative, pin B positive. Supply voltage 1.5 plus or minus 1%. Voltage drop across resistor. The resistor 150 and 215 millivolts. Solenoid resistance. Yes, solenoid resistance. The 35 and 47 ohms. Yes, ese es las first test. Yes. Second test. Same procedures. Yes. Voltage in parallel, never in series. Yes, resistor in parallel. In parallel, never series. electrical current, yes, in series, never in parallel, yes, otherwise the multimeter will be swinged, yes. This number 6, disconnect the electrical cables from the electrical connector on the solenoid. Yes, number 7, connect the 1.5 power volts DC power supply to the solenoid electrical connector. As for what? As you can see, connect the positive electrical cable to the connector pin A. Yes, pin A. Connect, yes, and connect the negative electrical cable to the connector pin A. Yes, and that's positive, negative, positive pin B and negative pin A. Yes, and yes, and number 7, pin A positive and pin B negative. Yes, same procedure. Number 8, pressure the voltage drop across the resistor and the multimeter standard the measure the resistance on the solenoid resistance and the resistance. Yes. Number 9, make sure the measure values are between the limits chips in table. Yes, 001. Yes, and the pin A positive, pin B negative. Super voltages 1.5 plus or minus 1%. Voltage drop across resistor 600 millivolts and 1 volts. Solenoid resistance 4 and 11 ohms. Yes. Yes. Class up. Substack the 2, the 100, 860 088. Letter A, aircraft maintenance configuration. Number 1, disconnect and remove the electrical cable from the MLG safety valves. Yes, just counter. Number 2, connect the electrical connector to the MLG safety valve solenoid. Just connect. Letter B, ground configuration. Number 1, if you did the flight configuration precaution, put the aircraft back to the ground configuration. Reference task 200 860 002. Letter C, remove the safety clips and the tags and close these circuit breakers. Just 1 GA and 52 GA and 2 GA. Just letter D, close access. Number 1, close the MLG doors. Reference task 32 12 00 410 001. Yes. Substack. Letter A, removal of a kit. Number 1, remove the safety barret. Yes. The barret. Yes. Yes. Number 2, make sure the work area is clean and the clean of tools and the other items. Yes. Yes. Tools is clear and clear. Yes, it's clear and clear. Just. Number 3, remove the warning notice. Yes, choker. Number 4, remove the ground support and the maintenance equipment, the special and standard tools and all other items. Just thank you very much for your time.